Welcome back to the final whistle, and today we're heading off to Germany. Yep, we're looking at 2 games in the Bundesliga, and then I want to do something different. I want to look at a player and why Borussia Dortmund are not getting the best out of this player. So, a game I wanted to start with was Freiburg 2, Mainz 1. To many people, this might be a game that is not very attractive or just doesn't get your juices flowing, let's say. But for me, I absolutely loved it. And why? Because of what Freiburg are doing this season. You need to get on their bandwagon because it's absolutely incredible to see what they've done and the trajectory they've been on in the past couple of years. So what I wanted to discuss was this boy, Silidililia, if I pronounced that right. He's a young upcoming right back, came out the Freiburg Academy, and he's an absolute joy to watch. Although he didn't have his best of games, he's just so good to watch. He's athletic, he's strong, likes to get forward, and he likes to defend as well. He's got everything you want, attribute-wise, as for a fullback that you want. So it's up to Freiburg now to develop him, coach him, get his mentality right, moving forward. If they do that correctly, like they have done with most of their players, then I've got no doubt that he can go at the very top. But I just wanted to talk about what Strides is doing at Freiburg. So statistically, dominated possession, big chances was even, big chances missed was even. But if you look at these passes, more passes per game, more success rate. He's making them shorter passes in and around that midfield. But he's also, despite having more possession, his players work hard off the ball as well. If you look at tackles 13, interceptions 15, clearances 27, aerial duels 27, duels won 62. Incredible. Less possession lost when they've got the ball as well. It's incredible to watch. Now, they're sitting second in the league at the moment. Now, I made a video on why you should be on their bandwagon, so check it out in the videos below. And they're sitting second in the season at the moment. They reached Europe for the first time in their history last season, and they reached Europa League. Now, can they do one better and reach the Champions League? Just think, they're sitting ahead of the likes of Bayern Munich, the likes of Dortmund, the likes of Mönchengladbach, Leipzig, Wolfsburg, Leverkusen, Cologne. All these teams that you would think would finish higher than them. Frankfurt, Hoffenheim. Now, I know it's early days and things will change, I get that. But despite that, they've been terrific. Now, if you look at their head-to-head, from the start of the season, won, lost, won, drew, drew, and won. They've lost one game all season, that was to Borussia Dortmund. So they've beat the likes of Stuttgart, Bochum. They had another big win. They drew with Mönchengladbach, which is terrific. They drew with Hoffenheim, who are a very, very good team. So, if you, like I said, if you had said this to their fans 2 years ago, that they would be in Europe and then they'd be sitting second in the league after 8 games now, they would have called you crazy. They would have said we've got more chance of winning the lottery. But what Christian Strength is doing there is absolutely incredible. He's doing it with 12 academy graduates as well. So it's not like he's spending a lot of money and going elsewhere. Freiburg don't have a lot of money to spend. The wage budget is one of the lowest in the Bundesliga. And it's just beautiful to see. So for anybody, jump on their bandwagon because you won't be disappointed. Now another team I want to point out, and again, maybe not a team that you would consider one of the big guns or anything like that, because they played in the Bundesliga 2 last season and they've recently been promoted. But that's Werder Bremen. Now, why do I want to talk about Werder Bremen? Because if we look at their matches, their head-to-head, again, they've been absolutely terrific. They've only lost 2 all season. Now it's to Augsburg and who's that? Frankfurt, sorry. So they've only lost 2 games all season, which is absolutely incredible. Oh, I went too far. Let's start again. Sorry about this, folks. There we are. So they've lost 2 games all season, and despite that, they've just beat Borussia Mönchengladbach 5-1. Think about that. They beat Borussia Dortmund 2-0 away. So they've been absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Now, one player I want to highlight is Niklas Füllkrug. Now, why do I want to talk about this player? Because last season he scored 18 goals in 32 league games. This season he scored 7 goals in 8 starts in the Bundesliga. Now he's quite old. He's 29 years old. But why do I want to talk about him? Because he had 2 very, very unlucky big injuries which kept him out for a while. Since he's come back, he's been absolutely tremendous. So his mental attitude has been terrific. And scoring 18 goals to get them promoted, now scoring 7 and 8 in the Bundesliga, is exceptional. Now, what I want to talk about is the German national team, because they're looking out for a number 9. They want a focal point up front, a big guy like a target man, because you don't get that with Kai Havertz or Timo Werner, and they want that. So I will not be surprised to see him going into the World Cup squad. Mark my words, I think he will be there. Whether he's going to start the first game, I don't know. But I do predict him to be in the squad because of his performances alone. And he's that big focal point German national side I'm missing out on. So the one player I wanted to talk about was Kerem Adeyemi at Borussia Dortmund. Now, Borussia Dortmund are not getting the best out of him at all, and here is why. So, Borussia Dortmund fell to another defeat to Cologne, and if you look, their player-wise, they're not getting the best out of their players. Adeyemi, when he was at Salzburg last season, he was absolutely out this world. Scoring 19 goals in 29 league games. And if you look at his heat map, he's all over the pitch. He did most of his work on the left-hand side. Now, where did Borussia start him? They started him on the right-hand side every single time. But for Salzburg, he actually started as a number 9. he started on playing on the last man as that striker. That's when Borussia Dortmund come in. They brought in Modest, and they didn't need to. They just needed to wait for Adeyemi to get back from injury. Because Borussia Dortmund, the way they play, it's all interchangeable. It's all little passes in and around the final third. Now, having Adeyemi's movement added to that will just get the best out of Diego Malin, get the best out of Marco Reus, and anybody else playing in that, Julian Brandt, anybody else that's playing in that front three. That's how to get the best out of them. Now, that's what Borussia Dortmund need to start doing. So for me, it's not about their personnel, because they've got great players. It's more about the setup and how they're setting up their team. Now, they've got the correct formation, but the players are just in the wrong positions. For me, as much as I like him, I would drop Modest, have him as an impact sub, start Adeyemi up top, and that's how to get the best out of them. So thanks for watching. Hope you've all enjoyed the video. If you have, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because it does go a long way. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.